You know, it's really easy to make money in crypto, and I just realized that I made about 500% in gains from a token that I'm hearing all about in the media, and I didn't realize that I actually owned the coin until I heard all about it. I'm gonna explain actually all of this coming right up in terms of why I chose this coin, why is it going up in price right now, and what to look for in the future if you want to get some gains just like this. Stick around. What's up, Crypto Land? Black Crypto here, bringing another cryptocurrency video where I talk about the basics of Bitcoin and everything else cryptocurrency, how to live off of cryptocurrency, how to build generational wealth, and how to, start your own business when it comes to cryptocurrencies. For me, I live off of cryptocurrencies, and I do that a number of ways. And in this video, I'm going to actually explain to you one of the ways that I actually live off of cryptocurrencies. Now, it all has to do with this particular coin that's in the media and it's taking off right now, and it has to do with Gala Games. Now, when it comes to Gala Games, it's simply a gaming platform in terms of Web3. Now, when it comes to Web 3.0, in terms of now moving forward in terms of how we use the internet, gaming is going to be a whole new part of that in terms of bringing these games to the internet space or to the multiverse, or the way that we start interacting with games. Not only in terms of interacting with games in terms of that way, but also in terms of how we interact with the games in terms of NFTs, and also in terms of how we spend our crypto and interact with crypto in these particular games. One of the reasons why is because this is a big category when it comes to play to earn. Now, when it comes to me, one of the very first cryptocurrencies that I ever invested in, and this is way back in, I believe, in 2017 or so, the very first one was actually an ICO of one called Play to Live. Now, they have went defunct since then, and something happened to the actual founder of that particular coin. But in terms of the actual concept, I wanted to go after games because I know that this is one of the best use cases when it comes to actually cryptocurrency, because of the way that it will be able to be used in terms of the real world that you're used to and in terms of the future. Now, when I talk about in terms of the way that it was used, you're used to games already, whether it's RPG games or any kind of games, for instance, where you may have tokens inside of that game. What if those tokens now go from the game and into the real world? And that's one of the things that you can do with cryptocurrencies. Now, of course, with NFTs, we're seeing a whole new way to use cryptocurrencies in terms of these non-fungible tokens. And now you can start owning assets within these games. Of course, before you could own assets in a game, for instance, like a vehicle or like a weapon, for instance. What if you earn some coins or tokens inside of the game? For you, you can just use that inside of the game and then that's it. But what if you can actually take those assets that you earn and play it in another game, for instance? So for instance, with Gala Games or with other gaming platforms, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, they have multiple games that you can actually play with them. Right now they have in terms of the Spider Tank, for instance, and they have a lot of other games that are coming out, for instance. Now you can take your assets in one game, for instance, and use them in another game. Or you can start cashing out that particular cryptocurrency for other cryptocurrencies, for instance, like Bitcoin. Okay, so right now I'm inside of my MetaMask wallet and I have about 7,500 Gala tokens, which is worth about $870. But what I want to do is actually show you my transaction so you can see when I actually bought it in terms of the actual date, the price, and where it's at right now, so you can see that for yourself. Okay, so we're actually looking at the transaction and you can see that I have 7,500 tokens in terms of the Gala, and it's worth about $873. Now, of course, I made this transaction about 141 days ago, about May 1st. And as you see, Ether at that time was around $2,900. So if we now go and look at the price of Gala, Gala right now is trading right about 12 cents. So what we're going to do is look at the actual price of Gala at that time. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back a few months and we're going to go now to May, and let's look at the price of it in terms of May 1st, and it was around 2 cents May 1st. So now we see that big spike where it went a little bit sideways, and then September 11th is when we started to see that big run up start to go up from that 2 cents to where we see it right now, where it's tapering off at that 12 cents. The high in terms of where we saw it was roughly around 14 cents or so in terms of that height. It's about 14 cents. So all in all, you're seeing about a 500% increase. Now, don't take this as any kind of financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is what I'm doing with my own portfolio and my own strategies. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. Okay, so when it comes to Gala, one of the reasons why I chose Gala is because I knew that it was a very good platform and they were getting ready to do some amazing things with this platform. Now, I always tell you guys, it's not about the money, it's about the technology, and you need to start looking at the technology. Stop chasing all of this hype or trying to get rich quick. I'm a technologist, I'm a developer, so that's one of the things that I do, especially when it comes to cryptocurrencies. I look for good projects that are working or that have a lot of development behind it and good use case for it in the future. So that's what I did when it came to Gala Games. I went ahead and I bought up some of these tokens in terms of about $200, in terms of about $175. I had about $200 in Ethereum in a wallet and I wanted to do something with it, and that's one of the reasons why I was looking for a coin and I chose Gala. Now, this is something that I do in terms of when I have some leftover cryptocurrencies in a wallet. I might use it up and then I will burn that wallet, meaning I forget about that particular wallet. That's one of the reasons why I keep on telling you guys I have well over 50 different coins. I mean, I was mining Bitcoin from the early days, but not only Bitcoin, I was also mining Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and a whole lot of Ethereum as well. And because of that, and because of mining pools, I was able to also gain access to a lot of other cryptocurrencies as well. So now in the future, when I have a little bit of extra change, what I will go ahead and do is I will buy up a few different coins or new coins that are now coming onto the market. It doesn't matter if it's $100 or $200 or $1,000. Hey, if it was $2,000, I would have about $10,000 right now. You might be thinking I would be rich. But guess what? This is a strategy that you can now use to make money yourself. For me, I do this all the time. For instance, you know, I would have put more money into Gala, but I was very busy over the months. But I also bought up several different other coins during that particular time. So what can I actually do with all of this money that I have with Gala? I mean, it's about $1,000, right? Well, I can cash it out. I can cash it out for some Bitcoin, swap it over. I can cash it out at the ATM, for instance. I can put it on my card and I can buy a plane ticket and go to the Bahamas, for instance. I can go on vacation. Hey, this is my business. I can actually use it as a tax write-off. There's just so many things that I can do with this cryptocurrency as a business. Also, I can assume the value as well. And that's one of the things that I'm trying to teach you guys and how you can actually do this. So of course, when it comes to you looking for good coins, some of the things that you want to look at is look at in terms of the project itself, look at the development team, look at how they're progressing with the development themselves. Look and see if there has been a big spike in the recent 3 to 4 months. And if there hasn't been, that might be a small indicator that may be one coming up soon. And that's one of the things I did when it came to Gala. All right, so there you have it. So that's how I made about 500% gains when it came to me in cryptocurrencies. It's very easy, guys, and you can do the exact same thing. What I'm trying to say is start looking at very good projects. Start looking at some of the key indicators of why it may actually go up. If it hasn't went up in a long time and this is still a very good project, there's a good chance that it may go up in the actual future. So when it comes to gaming platforms in terms of Gala Games, I think this is one that you can definitely start looking into and start playing inside the future. Now, when it comes to other games, for instance, and other tokens, I've gave you hints in this one. Also, some other ones that you can start looking into is, of course, Axie Infinity. I've told you about that in some other videos as well. Also, you start looking at Engine Coin and the Sandbox, and there are several others as well. But start looking at them. Start thinking about yourself in terms of how you used to play games in the past, for instance, or currently. Think about those assets that you gain inside those games or the tokens that you win from those games. What if you can take them and bring them into the real world? And that's one of the things that you can now do when it comes to NFTs and in terms of this whole gaming space. So in terms of Gala Games, I like them. What I'm going to do with this particular coin, I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe holding a few of them and maybe cashing out a few of the rest. I'm not too sure exactly yet, but I think Gala is going to be here for a long time. So I don't know, I got a decision to make, but you have a decision to make as well. If you want to also live off of cryptocurrencies and you want to make some money from cryptocurrencies, you now know it is very easy. Stop chasing those gains and start holding some really good projects. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this particular project in terms of Gala Games and in terms of some of the other gaming platforms. Which ones are you looking at? Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you'll be notified anytime I release new videos right here on this channel. And also, hit that like button. Helps me get these videos recommended out there to everybody. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.